Hopefully I won't have to deploy it too many times.
I hope you never have to deploy it, like ever. Do a couple practice rips, but
yeah.
Hey everyone, I'm Matt, Gearhead here at Backcountry. Today we're going to talk about avalanche safety, avalanche airbags, and some amazing new technology coming out from our friends at ABS. I want to introduce Alex and Tommy, who probably already know, but let's get into it. Tommy Caldwell, legendary climber, Patagonia athlete, famous in the outdoors, but what is your relationship with ABS? Why are you here talking to us today?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a climber, right? And I'm not known as a skier, but I actually do ski a fair amount. And I'm also a brand ambassador for ABS. I got behind this company 8 or 10 years ago because they're hugely innovative. They've been on the forefront of inventing things like the sit harness and the Kernmandel rope, which is the modern dynamic rope. And so it only makes sense that now they are the parent company for ABS, who invented the airbag. And I'm also here just because I need to learn about airbags, honestly. Like, I'm at a point in my skiing where I should be taking them into the mountains, and I don't know a whole lot, so I'm here to learn from you guys.
Alex, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do with ABS.
So my name is Alex Bell. I'm the sales director of ABS coming up from Germany. Last October, ABS bought ABS.
Awesome.
So this is a really cool cooperation because ABS is also very innovative in terms of climbing gear. A company with a long history in doing ropes, doing equipment, hard gear. And the same is for ABS. You may know ABS is regarded as the inventor of Avalanche Airbag systems. Back in 1985, Peter Aschauer invented the very first airbag on the market. The story behind it is that back in the days, there was a hunter and he hunted a deer which was fixed on his shoulders, and he was caught by an avalanche. And then he realized he stays on top just because of the bigger volume of the deer on his shoulders. And this idea brought him to bring up a patent, and Peter Aschauer was so smart to realize this idea is really great. He bought this patent, and out from this patent, he developed the very first airbag on the market.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
that is such a cool origin story behind this technology that today is universal. I mean, I don't see skiers in the backcountry without airbags anymore.
Absolutely. It's more or less coming up to standard equipment out there. And still today, it's the only device which really can save your life and brings you on the top on an avalanche. The physics behind it, maybe I explain it a little bit, is a kind of inverted segregation. That means our snow crystals are in physics the same as a granulate. And if you shake it like in an avalanche, you see there are little rocks buried, and if I shake it, they're coming on top. Yeah. And this happens with everybody in snow. Also, if you are buried in an avalanche, you're coming after time on the top. The thing is, usually the duration of an avalanche is not that long that you reach the top. So the avalanche airbag is the tool to make it faster to stay on top. It increases your surface, your volume, and this increase of volume allows you to get very fast on top of an avalanche and not being buried, and then hopefully stay alive.
That's so cool. Tommy, you live in Estes Park. There's a little bit of backcountry skiing around you. Why are you interested in skiing? Obviously, I assume you're getting out in the mountains with your wife and family. Tell us a little bit about why you're interested in this.
Well, I mean, as a climber, I've been around a lot of avalanche deaths. It almost is more prevalent per capita in climbing than it is in skiing, but climbers aren't generally taking airbags into the backcountry, whereas maybe they should. You know, maybe this is an opportunity to push that a little bit. But also, I love skiing. I get out 5 or 6 times a year, usually on big missions around my home in Rocky Mountain National Park. And the snowpack there is unpredictable, to say the least. So yeah, I'm gonna be bringing these into the backcountry skiing myself. As I get more diverse in my sport interests, skiing is becoming a bigger and bigger part of it.
Do you have any favorite lines in Rocky Mountain yet, or any objectives that you have planned for the future?
I mean, I view skiing a little bit like I do climbing. I try and reach the summit. That you know, it's a lot about the climbing still for me, but skiing is just a way more fun way down nowadays. So I like, one of my favorite missions recently was to ski the 3 biggest lines on Long's Peak in a day. So
amazing.
I do that, like, you know, I approach it like climbing. I climb to the top of the mountain, try and ski 12,000 feet in a day, and then make it back home alive.
That's a big day.
Yeah.
No, that's no joke. So with that, I think we should dig into the product and let's talk. I mean, the whole reason we're here is to talk about this new product coming to market. It's fall winter 23, so coming up this fall, it's going to be available to the public. Now in production, I assume.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
So I think let's dig into the technology, dig into how these systems work, the different types of systems on the market, and what differentiates the ABS platform. Both from a functionality standpoint and a safety standpoint for everyone that's out there looking to learn about avalanche airbags.
So what I brought here to your place is our very new ABS A.Light E, the first electronic airbag system coming up from ABS. We are still offering cartridge systems, but this is, I get the future, especially here in the US, where you fly a lot to coming to the most common resource. And with having the electric system without any built-in or fixed built-in batteries, there's no restrictions towards flying or whatever. So it makes it way more easier and also more lightweight here. What I have here is the A.Light E with an 18-liter zip-on, and it's under 2.5 kilograms
That's so
in
light.
total.
That's amazing.
It's coming very lightweight and makes more and more sense to carry it all day with you. So weight is no more reason to not carry a safety gear with you. ABS always known for innovative products, and also ABS invented the ZipOn principle. That means you have two pieces that makes your set complete. That means the base unit is your carrying unit, including the airbag system, and then you can attach different volume sizes, different colors if you like, on the very same airbag system. Yeah, that means what you see beyond, we have different colors, different sizes, different volumes. If you get fed up with the yellow color, you can switch to grayish or green color with not spending $1,000 or even more.
Right.
So basically, the only thing is you have to detach the 4 compression straps here.
And so just to be clear, the ZipOn system is just the carrying capacity for extra gear, not including the airbag system.
Right,
Yes.
right.
Okay.
That means you have a zipper, some hooks to make it more stable on the back. You have the volume here. It's just the volume, and as I said, different volumes, different colors. And what you have here is the base unit, or what we call base unit because it's carrying the airbag system itself. It's available in 2 back size lengths. And the good thing is, of course, you can customize it. That means you can switch the handle to the right side for all the lefties out there. And what you see here is the airbag balloon itself. It's covered here. And what you see here is the heart of the Avalanche airbag system, the motor and the fan, which brings the power to in-flight the airbag itself.
This is obviously an electronic system. The main power source is a supercapacitor. Let's dig into why that is beneficial and not some big battery that you're lugging around and all the benefits and features of it. That'd be great to hear.
ABS buddied up with A.Light system because we are considering A.Light right now as the best electronic system on the market. It's well established, it's working well. There are 2 reasons why we choose to buddy it up with those guys. So number one is, as you already mentioned, the supercap solution here. So there's a big difference between using traditional batteries for getting the power in the motor or using a supercapacitor. A supercap is not losing capacity due to low temperatures, for example, or due to a long time using it. Yeah? And you can also charge it way more often than a traditional battery. Yeah? You can use it thousands of times without having any loss of capacity in it.
That's amazing.
And additionally, you can attach in this compartment 2 traditional AA cells here. 2 reasons here: to increase the standby time and to recharge the supercap. The supercap is always the power source for inflating the balloons, and the batteries, the additional batteries, can recharge it. So if you go out for a long expedition, you are a week out in the backcountry with no opportunity to have a solar system or whatever, you can attach batteries to recharge the supercap, and you can use up to 5 or 6 deployments with fully loaded batteries and fully loaded supercap. The supercap can also be loaded with USB-C charging cable. In 20 minutes, it's completely charged. So absolutely hassle-free, no problem making, no troubleshooting.
That's a nice solution because I found myself using rechargeable headlamps and various electronics on my day missions, but when I go on expedition, I still bring my old electronics that use AA batteries. So that's really cool that that's built
Even
into
if
the
you
system,
use high quality lithium batteries here, you have in a regular use case, you have a standby time for 2 months. And if you don't use it, up to 5 months. So really long standby time. And the battery, we always recommend to attach batteries. Even if you use it on a long term, the batteries recharge the supercap. Big advantage of a supercap solution here is that it supplies the power even faster than traditional batteries. So the deployment will be there in a couple of seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, and then it's fully deployed.
That's awesome. Tell us a little bit about, so when the supercap is discharging that stored energy that it's harnessed from either a charging cable or a set of AA batteries, it's going into a fan. Tell us a little bit about the fan, because I know that's an innovative system as well and new.
So we are using a radial compressor. We have, with the compressor here, the opportunity to get, like a canister system or cartridge system, in a very short time with a very high pressure, putting air in the balloons. And that is cruel to the situation in an avalanche, because an avalanche regular duration is 10 seconds, 20 seconds, I don't know, it's very short. And then you have to get as much power as you can get and as fast as you can be to blow up the balloons.
And that's important to what you spoke about earlier. The runtime of the avalanche is 10 seconds, maybe. Longest, maybe 15 seconds. So you have a short amount of time to be buoyant in those particles to get to the top.
Absolutely right.
So we've gone over the brains, so to speak, of this pack. I think let's talk about some of the new features coming to market in specifically storage. We already talked about how it deploys, but just in the storage compartment, there's some really fun features of this that I am absolutely stoked on as a backcountry skier. In the case of an actual avalanche, the clock is ticking. So getting your probe out, getting your beacon ready and in the search mode as fast as possible, that's somebody's life.
First thing is still safety gear. That means shovel probe, absolute standard gear you should carry with you. Hopefully you will never use your shovel probe for emergency reason, but if so, you should access it very fast. That is why we made up on the bottom a safety gear loop, and you can just grab and pull out your probe and shovel. And the good thing is, even if you carry it on your back, with a small training, you can attach it with one hand without putting up your backpack. And even just imagine, your body is buried in an avalanche, or if you carry the airbag, not buried, but you don't know what happens. You should run up to him with your beacon, search him, whatever. Then you put up your gear, grab your shovel probe, running to him, then you run, okay, my first aid kit is still in the backpack, run again, and it's not running in a flat because an avalanche is always rocky, climbing, whatever. And if you carry your backpack, you pull out your safety gear, your shovel probe, you run, and then if you reach your body buried, you dig him out, then you can grab it, your whatever, BB bag if it's very cold, your first aid kit, whatever you need, additional clothes, water, to make him feel alive. This bottom compartment, stown away, is completely independent from your regular compartment where you use your regular gear. So it's hideaway, but in emergency case, fast access always possible. So the idea is to have a minimalistic backpack, but with all the features you may use or need. We have a helmet net stowed away here in this little pocket. You grab it out, attach your helmet. If you don't need it, stow away, invisible, stow away. Also loops for ice axe, for your poles if you're a split boarder, for example. You have a daisy chain for additional gear to fix it on it. Of course, snowboard, for example, crampons, whatever you want. And of course, you have compression straps to compress the compartment, but also to attach your ski A-frame, but you're also allowed to carry them in a diagonal way. It has 18 liters. This is really my go-to bag for freeriding. It's small enough even to sit in a chairlift, but also for one-day ski tour without having a lot of gear with me, I take this 18-liter backpack. For regular ski touring, I use the bigger one. The good thing is, as I said, just by an additional volume, you're completely flexible if you go freeride, taking your small bags like the 10-liter bags for the snowboard or freeride resource, very handy, volume very small, just enough for your safety gear, additional isolation jackets, food, beverage, whatever. You don't take more stuff with you on a freeride day. Then next thing is the bigger volume for regular ski touring. It's 25 to 30 liters with a roll top.
I love the roll
on
top
top.
closure.
And coming up, the biggest one is 35 to 40 liters, also with a roll top. If you extend it, you have real 40 liters in it. And of course, same features like the small backpack. That means safety compartment on the bottom. Helmet net, hooks, loops for fixation of ice axe, poles, whatever you need. Straps, A-frame, ski carrying or diagonal, whatever you need. If you don't want to use the lower compartment for safety gear, you can also use the front pouch. Also some micro pockets here for keys, wallet, whatever you want. If you prefer having a bigger shovel blade, you can also use this compartment. Always important if you have a lot of gear with you is the organization. That means we have a two-way zipper down here. Side access. For example, if you have an isolation beverage for here, you can grab it here. If you have your crampons, because you thought you don't need it, but you need it, you have it very on the bottom of your backpack, you can grab it here, or you can open it completely, and you can open it like an L-frame. You have access to all your gear
awesome.
here in the side. And of course, the main compartment here, huge entry. You can even attach your helmet inside. If it's very snowy, you want to have it all included. You can everything stuffed here away, everything you use. Also, of course, a micro fleece for your goggle compartment. Yeah. What else do you need, Tommy?
Yeah.
Tell me.
So historically, you might have had to buy multiple airbags, one for day trips and one for big long trips before these ZipOn systems. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. So you're completely flexible, and the good thing is just adding a separate volume. What any mission is your day mission, you are perfectly equipped. For example, the really hard shredding guy for freeriding is using the 10-liter volume. The in-between guy, freeride with small hikes, maybe choosing the 18 liters. And guys like you choosing the big pack for the big boys.
So do you think it's safe to say this is the most versatile system on the market?
Absolutely. That is the reason why we build it like this.
All right, thanks you guys. I've learned so much about the features of these airbags. I want to see it deploy. Can we do that?
Sure, just put it on. Just a backpack, yeah? So carry it like a backpack.
Yeah, it feels very comfortable.
Very important,
Nice.
please use the leg loop between your legs. This prevents you from losing your airbag in an avalanche.
Yeah,
so please use the leg loop.
That's something that non-airbag users or new airbag users might not understand. So that's what this loop is for. It's nice to have a metal buckle that will not
You
break.
can even look it nicer with having this elastics stow away, make it very clean.
Absolutely.
Then use the chest strap. Height adjustment as you like it.
Yeah, that's about perfect for me.
You have here a Velcro safety loop here.
And so generally we would keep it like this when we're traveling,
Yeah.
but then when we're actually skiing at the beginning of the day, we undo the
Yeah,
Velcro
right.
loop. So is this gonna like blow me forward or? Nope, I just pull it. All right.
Pull it. As you can see, high volume, increase of the surface, that really helps you to stay on top.
And that was so fast, that was under 8 seconds, right?
Absolutely. So you clap it over, you fold it over here. Many same length than the backpack is wide. You fold it like this and then get it packed. That's all. To get the air out of the balloon, you have here a little valve. Put away the orange button here, push it. If there remains some air by folding it in, just put the air out with this little,
Very cool.
little bottom here.
I'm really looking forward to going out this next winter, with this system, having that extra margin of safety. Hopefully I won't have to deploy it too many times, but I know that if I do get in an avalanche, I'm gonna be as safe as I can be.
Tommy Caldwell, Alex Bell, thank you guys so much for coming in, hanging out with Backcountry today, chatting about the new A-Light E system from ABS. phenomenal new airbag. Like we said, the most versatile system on the market. I will absolutely be getting the base unit as well as a bunch of different sizes because I can find a use case for all of them. This is gonna be available this fall and exclusively at Backcountry. We're really stoked to be your partner bringing this to market. And if anyone out there has any questions, please reach out to a Gearhead. We're here to help. We wanna keep you safe. If you like the video, like it, comment, and subscribe.